What's up, guys? It's Daz here. But you don't really care, as things are a little bit different. I've already got a different backdrop, my face is being shown, I'm holding a microphone, and I've got a piece of paper with a whole bunch of announcements. Now, technically there's like 6 of them, and I've got a lot written down here. So let's just dive into things, because there is a lot to talk about. To give you a bit of context about why there are so many different changes right now, I've just moved into a new house. What do you know? Here's a whole bunch of new things in the new house. A single shelving unit. Now that I'm in this new place, things have kind of opened up to me in regards to YouTube. In my old little flat, I had a dinky little room that looks like this, and a couple of flatmates that were kind of nice people, but they definitely didn't sort of understand the work that I did, so I didn't really get much chance to record any videos. Now that I'm in this new place, not only do I have a whole lot more space, I mean, this is my room now, but also I'm living with probably 2 of my greatest, best male friends that I've had since coming to university. And honestly, that gives me the amount of freedom to like just record pretty much whenever I want, especially because they do a lot of working, so I'm kind of home alone a lot of the time, which is kind of helpful. So because of that, there's a whole bunch of things that I want to start doing, because basically, I want to just upgrade the 2 channels that I have, DazzLetsPlays and DazzReviews. So let's go along all the different things that are changing, and just all the things that are going to hopefully be coming up for this point onwards. So first things first, let's get the kind of businessy side of things out of the way. It's not really business, but it's very much a very integral part of this entire announcement process. Patreon. I have opened up a Patreon page for myself now, mostly because I am still just a university student, and if I'm working tons and tons more hours into YouTube work, I kind of need to make sure that the money I'm earning at the end of every month is actually enough to sustain me for having such a indoorsy lifestyle. I need to make sure that this job is at least going to fund me to pay rent and food, so that I can actually just do this as my job and not have to cut down my YouTube time to then do another job, so that I can actually get money for it. On top of that though, Patreon is of course going to hopefully fund any future upgrades I make, such as equipment and games. I don't really know where else money can go with gaming, really. Most of it's going to go to rent and food, because, you know, I'm still a poor student. But anyway, it's also just going to be a nice way to just sort of support me. That was a lot of sort ofs. But yeah, I'm obviously going to be doing a whole lot of new things now, so if I can have some sort of support to show that people want to see it happen, then, you know, I'm going to very much say that's a good idea. The more money I can get out of this, the more effort and more equipment and more upgrades and content I can hopefully put into the 2 channels. It's kind of like asking for a promotion, really. You know, it's like I'll ask a little bit of money and support in exchange for that. I can then pump out more content, which will hopefully be of higher quality, because I'll have the freedom to record whenever I want. Hopefully that doesn't get too annoying to say. If you wish to see my Patreon page, the link is at the very top of the description right now, or there should be a card linking to you right here. I don't actually know the dimensions of this video, so I will say it's... No, wait, this isn't an annotation, it will be a card. Never mind, it will be up in the corner. Whatever. So let's go into the details of what my Patreon page is going to provide, basically. Because in case you didn't know, Patreon works by having loyal viewers pledge money to content creators in exchange for some extra rewards or bonuses. And in my case, there are 3 different types of rewards you can get depending on how much money you pledge. If you donate more than $1, you'll get access to any Patron-only content. For example, this may be the Patron-only feed that's available on the Patreon page, which is a place you can find any sort of details or updates that I may put up. Some of those will be Patron-only, but some of those may be free for everyone to look, so if you ever don't know where I am at some point in the week, go check there and I'll give you an update if I've disappeared for whatever reason. But also, there will be some Patron-only content locked away, which if you donate $1 or more, you'll get access to, and you'll get to see all new stuff. Maybe it's behind the scenes of a Let's Play, or a preview of a live stream. I haven't actually planned out them right this moment. I will pretty much as soon as this video's done, but you'll get to see all the details there. Now, on top of having that $1 donation giving you general Patron-only access to stuff, you'll also be added to a credits that is involved in all of my descriptions from this point on. It's a nice way of sort of nudging yourself onto the channel just by seeing that you can open the description and say, hey look, these people supported me this video, which is, you know, nice to see. On top of that, if you donate $5 or more, you will get more rewards. For this one, what I would like to do is I would like to add a proper end screen credits on the actual video. There'll be a credits in the description, but also at the end of some videos. This will be the end of any series on DazzLetsPlays, as well as once a month on DazzReviews. I just thought it would be a nice little fun thing to do because, you know, seeing credits and seeing your actual name in a video is kind of cool. And then as a final reward that I decided to add on, because I know there are some people that want to pledge a lot more money than I'd expect, for $20, you'll be able to sort of upgrade yourself a little more in having an actual verbal shout out in the end screen credits, and you'll also have slightly larger font. So you'll see a bunch of names going along, then maybe one will be slightly bigger, and then I'll actually say, special thanks to Spaceboy1994 and Roy, and so on. It just seems like a nice little fun thing to do. Plus, if too many people do it, then it'll be a fun little sporadic, oh, we got this DazzReviews and Reedy Meeny Meeny. These are really weird usernames that I'm coming up with. But either way, it just seems like a nice little fun thing to do. Plus, I'd kind of like to get more of that interactive feeling with my viewers, which Patreon very much allows me to do. Along with these other things that I got listed down here. That was weird. And of course, if you don't like any of these rewards, or you'd think that there are better rewards that you have ideas for, if you do become a patron in any form, then at the end of every month, I will have a Patron-only video available where I'll ask a bunch of different questions, and the main theme will be, how can we improve my content or my channels? Maybe you'll be like, how about you have this as a reward and make it this amount of money? And I'll be like, oh, that's pretty good. I'm going to add that in, or let's put a poll to see if people like it, and then, you know, I evolve over time with your direct content, or direct advice even, which I think is a pretty good idea. Right, on to announcement number 2. I'm not actually going to list all these numbered announcements because the numbers get technical later on, but that's a very rambly statement. On DazzLetsPlays, there is pretty typically one Let's Play going on. It uploads once a day until there are occasional blips where I have to either go on a hiatus or I just need a little break to do more editing. But now that I have more time to record throughout the week, I can actually now do 2 Let's Plays at once, which is, you know, a pretty basic upgrade, but it means that I'll be uploading twice a day now. So now DazzLetsPlays is going to be pumping out twice the amount of content because I have time to record more stuff, and hey, why not do it? It seems like a nice little way to just sort of boost up my content. The whole point of doing this announcement is so that I boost out a bunch of content because I want to upgrade myself. So yeah, there will be a second Let's Play slot. On top of that though, and this moves in quite nicely, I'm also hiring an editor. He's actually one of my housemates in this place, but still he is going to edit this second Let's Play. So on top of being able to have extra time to actually record the Let's Play, I have even more time to do more stuff because I'm not editing both of them. Therefore, you'll also get a nice little editing difference in the 2 series. Like, my series will probably be quite, not so much straightforward, but there's very much a sort of plot point in what I'm trying to do, or like if I'm doing a sort of fantastical game, I might put some special effects in occasionally, like I did with Chibi Robo. But with this guy, he doesn't actually know games very much, so he's gonna very much just sort of improvise as he goes along. He might even put in his own jokes because that's a thing he quite likes doing. He likes editing in a jokey way, so I think it'd just be nice, refreshing content to see. And, you know, it's twice as much as before. But moving on, we're not just doing 2 Let's Plays at a time. Now, after like a year and a half of talking about it, I'm finally going to start doing live streams. I did that backwards. Live streams. Currently, these are going to happen once a week on a certain day, which I'll explain at the end of the announcements to tell you all the dates of everything. But yes, we're finally going to get on to doing proper live streams. Now, there's a few little finicky things that I want to talk about first before explaining what type of live streams there are, because it's a question that comes up a lot. So first of all, am I going to be live streaming on Twitch or YouTube? The answer is YouTube, because the live streaming system on YouTube seems to be getting better, and on top of that, I think I have more access to things on the YouTube live streams as of this point, rather than on Twitch, where I have to sort of do a build-up thing, which I might come to Twitch later on when I'm a bit more successful and I can just sort of hop on and get all the abilities that they have, but for now, I'm going to stick to YouTube. On top of that, if you miss the live stream, you don't need to worry. I will upload the entire live stream up onto my DazzLetsPlays channel. So if you miss that live stream, you can just look at it later and hey look, there's the full 2, 3, 4 hour live stream available for you to watch. And that's going to act as our 3rd Let's Play slot. But that'll only come out once a week because I'm only live streaming once a week. but also I'm actually going to open a 4th Let's Play slot. It sounds kind of busy now, but trust me, it's going to work quite nicely. It's not going to be another entirely new Let's Play, it's going to be that live stream again, but it's going to be cut into bite-sized chunks. This is because I've seen a lot of messages from people just sort of telling me that it'd be great and all to watch an entire live stream. I keep wanting to say Let's Play, but getting the time to watch a 4-hour video in one long session and not forget about it is kind of tricky for some people's lifestyles. So I kind of wanted to create a nice little Let's Play sized version of the live stream that will be uploaded gradually over the week, so then that way you don't miss the 3rd Let's Play we're doing, even if you aren't able to watch the live stream in full. So in total, with uploads on DazzLetsPlays, we're going to have the primary Let's Play, the secondary Let's Play, the full live stream that comes out on a 3rd slot on the one day that I'm live streaming, and then the bite-sized live stream that'll then go up gradually. It's a nice way of making sure you keep up to date as I play basically 3 games at once over a week. Quite a bit more content, I must say. Now, because I'm doing live streams, there's also a lot more different things we can do. With normal Let's Plays, you can just play a game, and that's about it, and I'm kind of limited in a sort of way in how I can do things when I'm only uploading small chunks every day. So there's a few new series that I'm going to be introducing to the Let's Play roulette, I guess, through live streams. So first things first, the first series that I've actually been talking about again for a year and a half now is the Unfinished Business series. This is pretty self-explanatory, but it's basically little streams that I can do to basically fill in the gaps of my other 2 Let's Plays if maybe I need to either do a long grinding thing like catch a whole bunch of Pokemon and make it a montage later, or if I want to actually do something that I haven't done or missed out. For example, I still haven't gotten all the Luigi ghosts. I can't even remember, were they Luigi? The little ghost guys in Super Mario Galaxy 2. I haven't done all that, so maybe I need to do a Let's Play to play all of Super Mario Galaxy to get all that ghostly footage. Or, you know, there was a big one I forgot about. What is it? Oh yeah, Pokemon Black. I haven't gotten them all yet, so I need to do that in a live stream sometime soon. Though I guess that would be more sort of an actual game series rather than a just unfinished business thing, but still, that is very much something I'm going to do. On top of that, there are a few other more easy-to-explain series going on. For example, new games. These are obviously going to be games that just came out, and I feel you'd probably rather see 2, 3, or 4 hours of the footage rather than just 15 minutes at the beginning and then another 15 the next day. It's kind of slow beforehand, but now that I can do live streams, I can do new games right as they come out. Anyone interested in Hey Pikmin? On top of that, we'll also be doing blind games. This is especially good for live streams because I'll get to see the comments live, so I'll very much be able to keep up to date and make sure I'm doing things correctly rather than having to wait like 2 weeks like I did before to see if there's any good advice that can get me through things. There's also, of course, going to be some casual fan streams. Maybe we'll just play some Mario Kart 8 or Super Smash Bros. Just nice little things like that. We've got live Let's Plays. They're pretty much normal. If they're not new or blind, they're just a normal Let's Play. We can just do those live, because why not? Then come the innuendos. We've got long games, like RPGs, because you don't want to see that cut into 15-minute chunks. We've got hard games, so you can help me through the really, really challenging games. Maybe I'll play Dark Souls or something. We've got horror games, which could be especially interesting if I do face cam, which isn't exactly in the plans right now, but maybe Halloween time. We've got mature games. These kind of go a little hand in hand of horror, but I might do some mature games. Maybe we'll play a Persona game or something. I don't know. And, of course, we've got charity streams. Now, the current idea I have with charity streams is I'd quite like to do them twice a year. Once over the Christmas holiday, and then again over the summer holiday. Not counting this one, because I kind of need to get my bearings. I think it's just a nice thing that I really want to do. I like the idea of actually having an impact on the world, so if I can raise a bit of money for some charity organization, then of course I'm going to do that. On top of that, there's a kind of branching type of charity stream that I kind of want to try out, and I'll explain it a little bit here, but you'll probably hear it a lot more in the future. And this is what I like to call the Super Chat Challenge. YouTube live streams have a mechanic where, along with commenting normally on a live stream and seeing it scroll up the screen as more people comment, there's also the option to post a super chat. All you need to do is you need to click a little dollar button and you'll be able to write a comment that gets pinned to the screen. And the duration of that depends on how long you pledge or donate money to the streamer. So if you were to spend $1 and then write down your comment, you would then get that comment staying still for about a minute, making sure the streamer will more than likely see it. I'd quite like to make this as a nice little challenge series that we could do for charity streams, or just in general if we're trying to raise money for, I don't know, buying some new equipment because we're close to it or something. But it seems like a nice idea to do. For example, let's say I'm playing Pikmin 2 and I say, alright, pin up a comment of a specific challenge you want me to do, and as long as that comment is standing up there, I have to do it. So then you'll be playing along and then someone pins a comment for a minute that says play the game upside down, or play with the controller upside down, and then I have to actually play the game upside down, and who knows, maybe they'll do it while I'm fighting an Emperor Bolblax. But you know, it seems like a nice kind of chaotic challenge, especially if I make them all stack and everyone's like, play with your eyes closed, turn off the music, why don't you do it while holding your breath? Don't do it while I'm holding my breath, you could very easily kill me doing that. But you know, it's very much a nice kind of wacky twist that I can do on games that seems like a nice fun thing to do. It's interactive with the audience, and hey, it saves money, it raises money for charity. Seems like a really nice idea, and it just seems like a nice fun fresh idea. I don't actually know if anyone's ever done that before, but it was an idea I came in my head, and hopefully someone else didn't do it. We'll see. And that's pretty much the bulk of my announcements, but there is one more thing that is kind of vague. It's not very much a planned thing right now, and that is, I'm living with two of my best friends, and I've been at university for 2 full years now. I've very much made a new group of friends, and a few of them may just pop up on the channel sometime. Who knows? Maybe co-op is a thing for the future. Right, now let's switch to DazzReviews new stuff, because I've just realized I didn't even include it on this announcement paper, because I wrote it that long ago. But yes, DazzReviews is also going to upgrade as well, hopefully. Beforehand, because I only had so little time to record, I wasn't able to do a lot of DazzReviews recording, but now that I'm here, I can pretty much make things whenever I want really, really quickly. So the next thing I want to do is I want to boost up my content once again. There are 4 types of content that I seem to make on DazzReviews, and I want to make them all regular uploads now. We have the Filmmaking Behind, which is very recent and goes over breaking down video game cutscenes. We've got general reviews that I've done occasionally over the last few years. We've got speculation, which again I've only done quite occasionally. And we've got trailer analyses. How did I forget that? Now, with trailer analyses, these were often kind of late because the moment a trailer would come out, I'd be completely unavailable and unable to record for like 4 days. Now, that's not the case. I can literally just send a message to my housemates being like, hey, a new trailer's come out, I'm going to record, sorry, you can leave if you want, do what you wish, or just stay here, whatever. And I can just record right off the bat. So now we're actually going to bring back, pretty much like I did way back in 2012, impromptu trailer analyses. This means once a trailer comes out, I'm able to work on it pretty much immediately. So you're going to be seeing trailer analyses probably a lot more, since they're pretty quick to make when I have the time to make it. So that's going to be a thing. On top of that, the Filmmaking Behind was pretty regular in uploads. It was coming out every Friday until I went on this hiatus where I had to move out. Ugh, what an annoying thing. This is, again, just going to come back, and we'll be going back to the regular Friday uploads because it's Filmmaking Friday, or something. Yeah, sure, that makes sense. That's just going to go along as normal. Every week, we're going to break down some video games cutscenes. Nice and easy. And then there's the reviews and the speculation. Now, reviews are actually going to be quite simple to do. There's a lot of games to review, so I have a lot of things to do about them. But doing them every 4 weeks is kind of going to be a strain on top of doing all the other content I'm doing, as well as uni work when September starts. But I would definitely like to do them at least bi-monthly. So every other month there will be a reviews video, just because it's nice to get out a little bit of content, and it gives me a little bit of breathing room to actually work on them well. And going side by side with it, there is speculation. These are very much kind of hit and miss, because a lot of times there isn't things to speculate about, or I'm just having a writer's block. But again, opposite to DazzReviews, I want to do bi-monthly versions of speculation. So it'll often be a month of DazzReviews, then speculation, DazzReviews, speculation, and Filmmaking Behind along all of them, and trailer analyses popping in whenever a trailer pops out. That was kind of snazzy wording. But yes, that is basically what's going to happen. So to give you a lovely little summary of everything that's going on, DazzLetsPlays is going from 1 upload a day to 3 uploads a day, and occasionally 4 uploads a day whenever there's a live stream, as well as DazzReviews getting 4 times more content, really. Instead of just Filmmaking Behind, we've got trailer analyses, reviews, and speculation. And of course, we're doing live streams with unfinished business, new games, blind games, casual games, live let's plays, long games, hard games, mature games, horror games, and charity streams, including the Super Chat Challenge and maybe Facecam for both charity streams, I guess, and horror. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And we've got a new editor, so we've got more time. And hey, maybe co-op. How many announcements was that? I'm not sure. Technically, it's like 5 or 6, but maybe 24. It all depends on perspective. But yes, that is all of the announcements I have to say. So let's just spit out some dates, since things are actually starting. You may have noticed I've been on quite the hiatus. Again, it's been because I haven't been able to record, not only because I'm moving out, but also I wasn't able to record for the entirety of June. I kind of prepared for it and did a little bit of content building up to it, but then after that I was unable to record at all, and only now in July 13th have I actually been able to get back into it, because July was when I started moving into things and getting everything organized and getting the internet and right, shall we go on to dates now? So today is July 13th, and this is the day I want to put up the announcement video. On top of that, this is also going to be the day that I launch my Patreon page. So if you want to go and support me for this massive boost of content, it's basically a promotion, then please feel free to do so. It will allow me to hopefully do a lot more and just maintain what I'm doing right now as well. And hey, maybe we'll use it to get a PS4, and then I can show off Detroit Become Human, or whatever PS4 games there are. Crash Bandicoot is a thing. So yeah, that's very much a thing that's launching right now, today. You can see it down in the description. After that, tomorrow we have the Filmmaking Behind coming back on DazzReviews, and that'll be every week on a Friday. Then the day after that, on July 15th, the primary Let's Play on DazzLetsPlays is going to resume. This is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the... Oh no, you just turned off. Why did you turn off? This is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and it's been on a very long hiatus, mostly because recording very much was hard to do generally with the very limited time I had, but doing all the Koroks and all the treasures and all the... there was something else I was collecting as well, shrines, really made it hard to record. I have a few videos already edited in advance because they take so long to edit and record. Hopefully those can resume on the 15th and then go on normally every day from that point on. I have plenty of time to record now, so hopefully I can just get on with that now. And then we'll get it as a regular upload until the end of the game. In theory, should be good, great. The next thing that's actually coming in from then is July 22nd, when the live streams start. This is just a week before Hey Pikmin comes out, and it's very much just going to be testing the live stream, getting sure that everything works out, working out how to change the scenes, and you know, it's just a test one. It will probably be playing Mario Kart 8 and Super Smash Bros. And testing out all my different devices and seeing how they show up on the stream. But you're very welcome to come attend it, and it's very much helpful to get some audience responses. Maybe you'd prefer a different border or something, who knows. And then, of course, on July 29th, we're then actually going to live stream full on Hey Pikmin. It comes out July 28th, but I'm going to do live streams every single Saturday starting July 22nd. Saturday mornings, GMT time. This is about this time for you. Sorry if you can't make that time, but if you can, feel free to attend. And if you can't, it'll be uploaded on YouTube anyway. So hey, what do you know? There it is. Next up, on July 26th, reviews start back up. We're going to start with a DazzReviews on some game. I'm not going to give you any spoilers, but yes, on July 26th, we're going to start up the review system. Reviews and speculation will likely show up on a Wednesday about the middle of the month. I'll let you know through either my Patreon feed or on Twitter whenabouts they're coming up. But I won't tell you the game because I don't want to spoil things. Moving on August 1st will be the launch of the secondary Let's Play. This will hopefully by then be all edited by my brand new housemate editor, and you'll get to see, you know, twice the content every day, which is very, very nice. And by then, everything's going forward until mid-August, when the speculation series is hopefully going to restart as well. So yeah, I'm boosting up my content a whole lot. This is basically just one massive ask for a promotion, really, because I'm basically doing like 4 or 5 times the work now, but now that I have the time and access to do it, I can do it, so why not? Anyway, I hope you're excited and hopefully not as nervous as I am right now, but yes, that is all that's going to happen from now onwards. I will see you tomorrow for a little bit of the filmmaking behind, and for now, my name's been Daz. You don't really care, and I'll see you in a bit. This mic is so clammy now. I've got to record with this today. Yuck.